the stuff we end up doing in the beginning.
Which means you should have already been recording.
Yeah.
As soon as you pick up, because the girls are fucking us up right now, man.
Oh, they're killing it. Dude, the
They're
girls
fucking
are
us up,
killing
bro.
it.
Yeah.
Dude, hey, I was in the kitchen the other night. I'm in the back. I got my shit in the back of the house, right? So I came into the kitchen to get something to eat. And I hear them talking about, oh my God, what was one of the times? It was something about like how they decided what fake boob size they were gonna do, and each other were talking. I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. About face. About face.
Ooh, what in the hell?
Shit, man. Yeah.
Another one was them talking about their eyelashes. And do they do the longer eyelashes compared to the shorter ones? And do they keep them glued on? And what do they do when they get out of the shower? And I was like, this is a real conversation. This is real.
Motherfuckers like Snuffleupagus.
Oh,
Crazy. Crazy.
Gotta get
all
my
right.
voice together. Logan, you just brought me out of the bed. I was in the bed laying down, and Mandus called like, yeah, Logan said he'd be ready in 5 minutes. I'm like, 5 minutes?
Oh yeah, shit. My bad, man. My
I
bad.
won't be ready in 5 fucking minutes.
Shit.
Shit.
My bad, man.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
I
Charles
got
Barkley right now. I got on half a fit right now, so I got on my shirt. That's
oh
about it.
shit.
So I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
I
stand
got
up.
the future. I got the future in-laws here, and I got my mom and that side of the family here too. So I
Wait a
wasn't
minute.
like,
Full house. You got a
Wait a
full
minute.
house.
Wait a
yeah, I got
minute.
a full house
Wait
over
a
here.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, see how you gotta wait for the perfect time.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, live from Pandemic USA. It is another episode of the King's Court. I am your host, George Brown, my co-host, Mandus Buckle, and we have the one and only Logan Franklin. Logan,
What's up, man?
congratulations, number one, man. How you feeling?
Feeling great.
Big
Feeling
Papa
what's
is
that?
in
Yeah.
the house.
Yeah, it's an undescribable happiness. That's for sure, especially as more time goes, really hits you whenever you get home from the hospital. I mean, it doesn't really hit you until you get home, in my opinion. And then that's whenever you're just like, holy shit, this is my kid,
What's
so
one thing real quick that's different than you thought it would be so far?
it's not as hard so
Okay.
far. And what I mean by that is just he seems like a really easy baby. He's only crying whenever he shits himself or
Eat, sleep, and
he's
shit, dude.
hungry.
Eat, sleep, and shit. That's it.
Yeah, that's all he's doing right now. So
Yeah.
it seems pretty easy right now. So just making the most of it.
We might get a different answer if we ask Marissa, right?
He gonna be like, these
No,
motherfuckers.
she'll say the same. She'll say the same thing. And honestly, so far, I'm not gonna lie, changing the diaper isn't as bad as I was expecting it to be.
Right.
Like it's not that bad. I mean, it's just I got the whole station set up, upstairs, downstairs, and like I'm getting through the diaper change in like 4 minutes now. I don't know if that's a fast or slow time, but it seems
You got a
decent to
stopwatch
me.
there, right?
Yeah, a little clicker. Done.
All right, so
Yes, sir.
let's just get right to it, man. You've been competing as long as me. So you've been experiencing what we call normal seasons or whatever, and then
Yeah.
we have this year, right? How are you dealing with this?
Man, I mean the best I can, just trying to stay focused on what I truly want, and rather than stuff that can get me distracted like fast foods all the time, just not trying to I'm not trying to fall off my plan. I know that all the shows right now are up in the air, especially a show that I was doing or that I was planning on doing, the Dallas Europa. But I'm not too confident right now that it's going to be still on. I'm going to find out sometime this week. I got Mr. Ed and Miss Betty Pariso I got them, keeping me updated right now on whether or not the show's going to go on. And they said sometime this week they'll know for sure. So if not, then, I got some other plans in store that I'm kind of excited for. I mean, I honestly I don't care if it happens. I'm going to do it 100% because that's what I said I was going to do. I've already won Dallas. I won it as a men's physique pro. So it just kind of feels right. It feels right. Like I got to do it. The first classic physique pro show that they got there, I felt like I had to do it. But like I said, if it gets canceled or postponed, then my plans are going to change. And I'm excited for the changed plans. It's got me more hyped up and more, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to make this special. So,
well, Logan, I think we saw at the end of last year, there was a lot of talk about you making the transition. And the question will continue to be for every men's physique guy who makes a transition, can they really make the move? How long does it take? Are they really going to belong in the classic physique division? And at the Tampa Pro, you not only prove that you belong in that division, but you are part of the future of the top of that division. We all saw it.
yeah,
You need to
thank you.
put size on. You're tired out a little bit with posing, but isn't that expected considering you've been men's physique posing, your whole life and now
I
transition?
didn't know what to expect. I really did not. I wasn't prepared. I mean, because to be honest with you, I never used to practice posing. Like as men's physique, like I would never. All my routines, I would do it in my head. I would come up with a routine in my head, and then I would drill it in my head. And then show day, I mean, George knows how it is. You get up there and you just feel it, and then you get out there and you're smooth. Whatever music they play is really what you got to pose to. So never practiced posing really until this show. So I didn't realize like how much I wasn't posing and how much more I needed to do. And it's not a good feeling whenever you're up there and, you start to fade. It's not a good
Right.
feeling at all. Makes all your nerves start going crazy, and then that can be the difference between a win and second or third, like you saw me place third, or worse.
But see, in a situation like that, Logan, most of us can clearly see that a guy like you, because I would put you in that same conversation with the other guys in the IFBB, like Brandon and George and Andre and because you're a pro's pro, you're going to show up.
Every time.
We know that Logan Franklin's gonna compete every year. We know
That
that
sure
Logan
is.
Franklin's gonna show up every
Oh
year.
yeah.
So we now know that that probably is gonna make you one of the better posers moving forward because you're never gonna let that happen again.
Man, I'm telling you that because I honestly felt like I was one of the better posers in the men's physique division. I mean, there's only a few guys that pose good. George Brown, he's got that slick little spin, ab wipe, like what's up, Everyone's got their own little flow. You know what I'm saying? And and different people relate differently to a
Right.
certain guy's flow. And I just feel like I can cross that over to, the classic side, except I really get to show, poses and like you said, whenever you have a disappointment like that, like whenever I disappoint myself, whenever I know I could have done so much better, uh, yeah, it makes me never want to make that mistake again. I mean, I'm very hard on myself, and that's the reason why I get better. I get better because I'm always looking for ways to improve. What can I improve on now? Okay, my conditioning's there, my dryness is there. Now I just need to come in more full. Okay, that's there. Now I've fucked up my posing. Okay, cool. Now I just need to bring it all together. I need to not be stressed out the whole prep. I need to relax the night before. It's just little things. Little
Just
things that
gathering
I.
data.
What's that?
Just gathering data.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I like to think I'm still, a baby in the sport. I mean, I just turned 29, so I feel like I'm just starting to tap into, what's to come, and I'm just really excited, man. I mean, honestly, the transition from men's physique to classic has been so insane. For me, because I love bodybuilding so much, and I didn't expect that I was gonna really fall in love with bodybuilding whenever I got out of the military. That wasn't anywhere near my intent. I was never trying to be a competitor. Whenever I got out of the military, I wanted to just be like a Greg Plitt, motivational speaker. I wanted to have dope videos. I want to have a website, you know, whatever, and then I got I got the bug, and it's been on since then. But yeah, I mean, fuck, I totally lost track of what I was saying. I smoked weed a little earlier, so I'm a little bit like all over the place. Like,
no, Logan, you're totally okay, man. We're all
yeah,
following you. It's part of why I said we can see that you're going to be the part of the future of this division. You're 29 years old.
thank you.
Just transitioned last year, and we already see that you're a pro's pro. The next decade is going
Thank
to be
you.
about you battling at the top of your division. You just need to continue to grow.
Yes, sir.
Is this mentally been hard on you to knowing how excited you were to come into this year and say, hey, this is the first year I'm going to compete all year as a classic physique guy. I'm going to the Olympia this year as classic physique. Let's go. And now the brakes have been put on. How are you kind of mentally dealing with all of that?
Man, a lot better than most others. I would think. The thing about me, the things that I've been through in my life, like adversity is really what brings the best out of me. And I'm sure you guys can relate. Whenever you're in a tough time, it makes you have to change and adapt to the situation. And in the end, once you go through that fucked up experience, it makes you better, and it makes things so much easier, as life goes on. Like whenever other shit gets thrown at you, it doesn't phase you as much. Like right now, this whole lockdown, I'm really just annoyed because I feel like a lot of our rights are being, violated, and constitutional rights, and organizations like the ACLU aren't doing shit to, protect civilians, and nobody's really I mean, that's a different topic, but you get what I'm saying. Like that's the only thing that's really bothering me about all of what's going on, and the people that are conforming to the pussification of our nation is just it's disappointing. And that's the biggest thing. But other than that, I mean,
It's just
I've been through a hell of a lot worse than what's going on right now. So
it's
this
experience.
It's a wild experience. It's a crazy. It's really making me sit back and be woke about who's really running our country, and what they're doing. With their powers that they think they have. I feel like a lot of it's elites protecting elites, but.
Logan,
Yeah,
how many
man.
years did you serve in the military?
Just 5 years active duty.
Just 5 years. 5 years. Thank you for your service, Logan. But
Hey,
I mean, you did what a lot of other people never do. You served the country for 5 years. Now, you're a husband, you're a father,
Yeah.
you know, you're an ambassador for yourself and your sport and for health and fitness. You've got a huge following. So you do a lot of positive things in a lot of positive ways for people who believe in you and support you and for the country. And people have to always see that as well, man.
thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, hey,
Thank you.
all right, quick, Logan.
What's up?
What's your favorite car and why?
My favorite car?
Yeah.
Oh shit, man.
He's always burning out every time we talk to him in the car. I'm in the fucking car, man. I'm gonna call you in like fucking 5 minutes.
Man, I don't know. I got a few favorites right now, but I think I'm eyeing that new Porsche 911 Turbo S. Yeah.
You ain't a muscle car, dude?
I mean, I am, but I'm not at the same time. I am because
Ooh.
I mean, who doesn't like American Muscle? They sound sick, especially whenever they're built. They're opened up, cammed out, ported, all that stuff. But I like, man, something about that all-wheel drive, twin turbo, foreign sound. Like the GTR sounds all right, but I'm saying now once you get up into the higher dollar, like the Huracans, the Porsches whenever they're built, cars like that makes me just like I want to take it and drive it everywhere. a lot more
I
than
would have thought a big truck and a muscle car and a muscle car.
man. I
Logan
like
Franklin, Mr. Texas, truck,
no
muscle
man.
car. Let's roll.
Nah, the thing is, I don't like looking like everybody else. Everybody drives a Camaro. Everybody drives a Vet, a Mustang, Challenger, Charger, whatever. I want something whenever you drive by it, someone's like, oh shit. What the fuck? Whenever you're driving past and someone's got their phone out their window and recording you, at the stoplight, and they're like, yo. I mean, that's what's cool. It makes me happy.
So Logan, let me ask you, has it sunk in yet? Do you now realize that you are going to you have the opportunity to be a perennial Olympian in now a second division, and a division that is that much harder because you have to continue to grow, you have to get that much bigger, and then in turn drier, harder, leaner, like you've already experienced, that much more posing. So it's an even more difficult division. Do you realize that you're going to be one of the few people who's not going to transition in a second division and have the opportunity to do that?
I do realize, and I believe a lot in myself, and that's the only reason why I'm pushing so hard is because, I see things. I look at little things, little certain shots. Fullness, shape. I look at shape a lot. And the opportunity of not overgrowing, body parts and being able to really, really, focus on what kind of shape do I really want to have, and train accordingly. Adjust my workouts and let some things kind of like stay, and then make other things grow. You get what I'm saying? And really fine tune. So the fine tuning is honestly what's making this so enjoyable, because you're so much more exposed in classic. It's not even funny. I mean, I thought I looked decent in shots, before I stepped on stage. But then whenever you step on stage, you really find out, oh shit, look what I'm missing over here. How come I don't have that muscle? Or oh, that one looks all right. I need to bring it up though. Little things like that makes me really try to connect even more in the gym. Connect with the weights. Really try to. If I don't know how to hit a certain group that the right way, I'll research something. What are other guys doing? Give it a shot. Until I find the muscle, and then I once I find what I'm trying to work, I fucking annihilate it. And I think really that's what's helping me make such crazy progress, is because a lot of the things that I haven't really been training properly, and I'm like a crazy form geek. I don't train crazy heavy. I train heavy enough, but I train high volume intensity, and just I train heavy enough to where I get a crazy squeeze, like where you can really squeeze it. You know what I'm saying? And I just focus on squeezing everything. And once I find that connection, it seems like it gets a little bit easier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey,
Contracting the muscle.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're growing the muscle.
Yeah, exactly.
But so the season's gonna start. Hopefully. What can we expect to see out of you?
Man, like I said, if I'll just say it right now, because honestly, I hate whenever a lot of the top guys they'll beat around the bush of what they're gonna do, like where they're gonna compete, like almost as if they're scared to let anybody know where they're gonna compete. It's like, fuck, I'm gonna compete against you anyway at the Olympia, and I want to be the best in the world, so I got to compete against you anyway. That's my mindset. So, I mean, fuck, if the Dallas Europa is no longer on, I'm going all the way in on Tampa Pro, and then you're gonna see me at the New York Pro right after that.
That's it. Well, hey, Logan, always a pleasure, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely, Logan.
Thank you guys for having me on. Seriously,
we look forward to seeing you at those shows. This is gonna be, as much as this is different than anything we've ever seen, and some people want to talk about, no matter what happens, there's going to be an asterisk next to this year. I don't know what an asterisk means, man. What I
Yeah.
know is that I'm going to see some of the most competitive bodybuilding
Shows ever.
in
Yes,
August,
yes,
September.
yes,
You're
yes.
going to see Arnold
Yeah.
Classic and
It's gonna be
Olympic
fun.
caliber
Yes.
shows at
Yeah.
every show you see.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be. I'm getting chills
If you
thinking
know, you
about
know.
it,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
this
it'd
shit.
be
I
so
love this
exciting.
shit. I mean,
yeah,
George, you know how it
yeah,
is whenever you prep for a real show, not just like
yeah,
a pro show. You know nobody's doing it.
yeah,
Whenever you're prepping and it's like, oh, it's a fight. You know, it's gonna be a
yeah,
fight with
for
another
real.
top guy.
Yeah,
Like I have an opportunity to go out there and make a statement.
yes,
You know, that's what I'm trying to do, and that's the goal every time. You know, so
yeah,
yeah, I'm excited for the end of the year because I'm also hopefully the Olympia is still on, and you know all the fans can come out, the expo, whatever. You know, hopefully. Uh, but either way, you know, I think that it's kind of a good thing with all the shows because there's not going to be so many people there. I mean, I hate to say it, but I had to say it. Like I hate having 30 to 40 people in a class. You know, I feel like each class should be kind of capped at like 15, the top 15 in the world, top 20 in the world, you know, and keep it right there. You know, too big a classes kind of saturates the feeling of, yo, this is the best in the world. You know, it really took everything you got to get here, you know. And
yeah. But I kind of don't matter because it always shakes out like it's supposed to anyway, though. So,
yeah,
that's
of
how I look
course,
at it.
of
I
course.
understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's gonna shake.
Cream rises to
So
the
Yeah.
top.
yeah,
Yeah, of course. At the end of the day, the top guys are always going to go to the top. You know,
yeah.
I just feel it's like, why have all the unnecessary other guys there? You know,
I mean,
I don't know.
everybody starts from somewhere. You know what I mean? Just got to look
Yeah,
at it like that. Yeah,
yeah,
man. Appreciate you though. Congrats once again, man. I'm gonna be on the road, so I'm gonna see you somewhere. Hey, if y'all ain't hearing the energy that he's talking about, when he's saying it's not that he's being disrespectful, he's just confident. So when he's saying, "Look, man, I'm pulling up," and he
yeah.
ain't smiling, that's the energy you gotta have. If you really want to be a champ, because ain't nobody giving away shit. So
Damn right,
if
man.
you're looking out, like we all said, y'all felt this, man. The end of the year gonna be crazy. So do what you got to do, and until then, long live the king. For Maximum Muscle Report, myself, Mandus, and Logan Franklin. We'll see you guys next time.
And
Yeah,
then,
yeah, Logan, do your shit, man. Like you, that energy, man. Fuck them, shit.
oh,
I appreciate it, man. I'm just trying to keep it real. You know, I mean, I'm confident. It's not that I'm trying. I'm being arrogant. I'm just trying to believe in myself. I'm trying to,
Shit, you
I'm
not
trying to
trying
speak
to,
shit
you
into
are. Fuck
existence. You know what
that.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. You ain't trying to. You are believing in yourself, motherfucker. If you didn't, then you wouldn't be where you are. Straight up. You know what I mean?
Hey,
So
you got
true.
it's just,
nothing. You got
Facts.
nothing to change, man. There's nothing
hey,
but respect. You're a man who goes and grinds every day, and you
yeah,
want to get better. Can't nobody say anything wrong about that.
Yeah. And
Absolutely
and 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 if you weren't trying to be the best, why are you doing this? You
right.
know, so
Exactly.
absolutely.
yeah. I mean, I don't want to compete against somebody that's not trying to beat me, you know?
Yeah.
So
Nothing but respect, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're a real deal, man.